Hi, Scottish Mudlarking here with Nicole and Craig. Today you join us and we're down in the dumps. But it's a good thing because this particular dump seems to be filled with treasures. The last time we were here we passed over a newly dug hole and with only about 10 minutes we'd found so many treasures that we knew we had to get back along here. So let's see what we can find. So we're not too far away from Deep Woodland Dump and as I was saying, when we were last here we crossed over this area and we just found so many really cool wee things that we just had to get back along. So I'm going to pop over and see how well Nicole's been doing. We've only just got here, but I expect we have a wee handful of goodies already. Well, as luck would have it, the wind is blowing in the same direction that shadows are falling. So we're going to start up at this end of this hole here and we're just going to survey and see what we can find here. It looks pretty promising. What do you think?
Yeah, I think I can maybe already see at least one treasure that I want to take a closer look at.
It's not that bottle, folks.
No, it's not. It is a bottle though. And it's kind of sitting right on top. There are some lines on it. Hope you can see that.
It can now, yeah, it's in shot. I think what we're going to do, yeah, so we'll go and grab that one first. I think you can see that there. Let's have a wee look. This is the thing Nicole's talking about. I'm sorry, I'm just... There's a wee nettle just beside me there. Now that's really cool.
Oh, it says teaspoons on it. That's really nice.
You can see there are several wee marks there along it as well. I don't know if it has anything else. I think we'd expect, well, would we expect that that's a medicinal bottle, or might it be something else that requires measuring out?
I'm going to say it's probably a medicine, and it might have had a paper label on that side that we were just looking at that has nothing on it now. Just to see what kind of medicine was inside. Very
cool though.
Yeah.
So we're going to have that because that's a very cool piece. And I'm just going to have a wee look around on the ground just here because just where Nicole's foot was, so Nicole was just sat here, basically there. And I think she just pointed to it with her toes. It's a nice wee vulcanite stopper, can you see that? It's just tucked in there. Now, I'm not sure, I can see there is actually something on this one. I don't know what that is.
Is it broken?
Oh, it's broken. It is broken. It's just the top, but you know what? I think that's the best bit, right?
Yeah.
Particularly when there's something written on it like this. The grass is determined to make this hard work. So, I don't know, I think we're going to need to give that a wee scrub, maybe a wee wipe. And we'll get a chance to see what's on that as well. So, if you can take that out, we might need to wash that and clean it up to see what it is. Now, what's this? What does that say?
Oh.
Bow Bridge.
Is it
lung tonic.
Yeah.
This always terrifies me to see lung tonic. Yeah, every time I read lung tonic on the side of a bottle, I wonder what was in it. I don't know what that says as well. There's something. Hull. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the bottle that we found in a different tip, and it was a bonfire bottle, so it's all distorted. It's the same one.
All right. Now we're going to leave that.
Yeah.
Now, why does it horrify me? It horrifies me because I'm asthmatic. And the idea that people were selling some weird, odd kind of, well, lung tonic. Yeah, I don't know. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. Now, Nicole just pointed over in this direction, and I hope you can see what it was that Nicole was pointing to. It's a very, very cool wee find. So, what I'm going to do is I'll get down so that it's in shot. In fact, it's perfectly in shot there. I don't think you can miss it. I've a very little point in Nicole describing what that is now. That's in the centre of the screen. Oh, you can see that there. Yeah. It's a beautiful wee stoneware bottle.
Alright, well let's see what size it is. It looks like it's maybe smaller. Okay. Okay, now let's hope it's whole. Let's take it out, turn it round. Oh, it is whole. That is really lovely. Look, and I really like the line on the bottom there.
Yeah.
That the fluffer would have made.
Sorry about that, folks. Just rattling the camera there. There we go. Now, I've got a wee broken bottle at my feet, so it's going to be hard to get down a wee bit here. Yeah, it's dusty today, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's getting to that time of year.
Now, does it have anything on the bottom? So we've barely moved any more than 3 or 4 feet, to be honest. And again, we were standing on something basically. My foot was down just around this area here. Now, can you see what it was that we saw there?
It's relatively difficult to spot. It is kind of a
Right.
bit more...
There's a hole there, that's fine.
Kind of earthy colour, terracotta. I love to find it.
That's okay, I think we can see it pretty clearly now for what it is. I'm not going to be able to get in any closer than that, so maybe we should whip that wee clay marble out and we shall get cracking.
Yeah.
Hopefully not cracking any bottles.
It's a beastie.
A beastie, yeah, now that's a long beastie. It's not a flying beastie. Yeah,
Bye-bye,
okay,
beastie.
let's crack on. Beast watch.
Welcome to Beast Watch.
Can you see that? It's just right in front of us just now.
Oh, it's a glass inkwell.
That's definitely an inkwell.
Oh.
And it's a very cool wee inkwell as well. It's one of these very angled. I don't know how many sides they have, do you?
I think they're octagonal. I think I have 8 sides. Let's try and take that out, okay. Maybe we can see it. You could count the sides now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 on the other side, yeah?
Yeah, so they're octagonal.
Yeah.
Nice wee 8-sided inkwell there. And that one is beautiful sea foam as well. So a really nice wee find. See, I knew this was going to be a good day.
Yeah.
Only just got here, and do you know what? Just as I started to walk forwards there, I just looked up. Now, I think it's so obvious because of the light today. What I'm looking at just now should be incredibly obvious to you, unless you've spotted something cooler.
No, I think I know what it is.
So this is marble number 2 for today. Just clay marbles so far. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll find a wee glass one. What do you reckon?
Oh yeah, maybe. It tends to mainly be clay marbles at the dumps. Probably because all the kids smashed the cod bottles and took them out before they ended up in a dump.
Let's have that one. We'll add that to the collection. Yeah, as I said, I think it's going to be a good day. Now, I've only just lifted the camera up from where that marble was, and you can probably see what I'm looking at just now. It's a really, really cool, I think, stoneware bottle. It's either that or it's a very, 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 very mucky glass bottle. What do you reckon? You reckon that's stoneware?
Yeah, judging by the shape and that really short neck, I think it's probably stoneware. It's really difficult to see. Ah yeah, there's a bit of brown there, so yeah, that's definitely stoneware. Looks like it's in good shape. I don't see any chips.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
That's very cool. So it's not the white glazed stoneware bottles then that we find nearby this area. This is a brown stoneware bottle. Very similar to that wee inkwell then that we just found.
Yeah, I think they make a nice wee set maybe.
Yeah, very cool. Let's have that. Do you know what? I wish all days were as good as today. Just so far, we've only been here a few minutes, and we've moved. You know. Do you know what I think that is?
Oh, I'm just hoping it is what I think it is, but I don't think it is.
So I'm just going to go back and finish my sentence. We're getting a wee bit carried away. Now what we're looking at is this object here, and you can decide what that is whilst I tell you what I'm about to say. We've moved about 6 feet, maybe 2 metres, not more than that, and we're just finding lots of little cool things. Now the big question is, what do you reckon that is?
I'm hoping it's a frozen charlotte.
It kind of looks like a frozen charlotte, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It has that shape. It's obviously not a jointed one, and it looks like it's been looks like it's lost its head some time ago.
Yeah.
But maybe you can grab that out then and take a wee look at that.
Okay. I'm not sure it is a frozen charlotte now.
We've found a chunk. No, it might be a frozen charlotte yet. Now we'll get a wee look at that chunky thing, and we'll see if it was indeed a frozen charlotte once we get it cleaned up. It's pretty caked in dirt, to be honest, so I'm not entirely sure. Now I've just seen something here. It reminds me of the video where I found a perfect little globe and I asked, was it a scrying glass? This is much more like a scrying glass.
It is.
It's kind of wee, yeah. But you know, it's perfectly round and it's clear glass as well. Just like the kind of thing that you'd expect to have your fortune told on. Except wee. So if it was just a mini fortune you were looking for, maybe this would be the thing. Can you grab that? I can't quite reach it from where I am.
Yep.
Maybe just turn it around and we'll see what it is. Oh, that's weird.
Okay, it
has liquid in it.
Yeah. So there was definitely a hole. I'll pop it up here maybe.
Yeah, I'll get a better look at it there. Oh, and wouldn't you know, the sun's come out to light it up. Lovely.
Yeah, it kind of looks a little bit like a decanter stopper. There's what looks like a pontile mark just on the right hand side there.
You mean here?
Yeah, that's probably where the water came in.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like a tiny snow globe without anything in it.
A tiny snowless globe.
Yeah.
So I have to call it a snowless globe or a scrying glass.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we shall continue our search. If that was the kind of scrying glass that would maybe suit a doll, then, you know, right after having visited the clairvoyant there, the doll might think, you know, wow, that was a lot to take in. I need a wee cup of tea. And that would be the perfect thing for a doll to have a cup of tea in. I found another doll's teacup. How cool is that?
Oh, that's really cute.
Do you know what? It's covered in nettles there, so I'm going to ask you to move that somewhere that's a wee bit safer for me to film around. That's really cute. You can see we're missing a wee handle there, and it's got a wee crack. Super cute. Doll's teacup. Now if this looks like a different hole, it's not. In fact, what I've done is I've just moved around the hole, and we're just going to try and, as we say, you know, take a closer look and see what we can find here. Now I hope you can see that. It's one of Nicole's favourite finds right there in front of us.
Oh, a nice vulcanite stopper.
It's another vulcanite stopper. So I'm going to grab that and I'm going to pop it down here where we can take a closer look at it. Now that one, like the other, has a fair bit of writing on it. I can't read what it says just now. Now Nicole's got the other one.
Yeah, I've got it in my bag, but I can tell you it's the same as that one, because I can read it's James Dunbar and in Edinburgh. If you want, I can turn it around a bit.
Yeah, cool.
So now you can see Dunbar maybe.
Well, if you can't read it just now, we'll get a wee photo of it, and then you'll be able to see it. So we'll have that, we'll add that to the collection.
Yay!
What a day, eh?
Yeah, we've only just arrived.
Now, I was sure I saw a pipe bowl around here just a few minutes ago, and I think it's right up here on the edge of the hole. And that might be our last find here.
If we can find it again.
I can find it, I can see it now. It's where I thought it was. I'm going to use my big muckle foot to part the grass there, and then you can see it.
Ah, it's behind the wall tile.
Yeah. Maybe we can just grab that out and we'll take a closer look at that in a second. Now, do you know what's right in front of that as well? And it's such a shame because we haven't seen a pipe bowl like this. Just this one here.
Oh,
you see that?
Yeah.
Pipe bowl there.
Yeah, it's not, but it looks plain. Or...
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it was plain. It's just that it's white clay, and we don't usually find them quite as white as that.
No, they're not usually quite that clean.
Yeah, I guess that's the word I'm looking for, clean. Okay, let's have a closer look at that pipe bowl. Quite cool, it's quite a big pipe bowl actually, so obviously that's a much more recent pipe bowl. As we know, the very old pipe bowls are tiny because tobacco was so expensive. This has a tiny bit right in here. I'm not sure if we can see what that is. I'll see if I can get in close enough. No, I don't think I'm going to get that in focus. But what we can see with this one, it has the, could you move, there we go. It has that squashed circle, otherwise known as ellipse. Or what else would we call that? An oval. Oval's a good word. It's probably a better word, simpler word. Now that oval shape, the flattened oval shape in that side, usually, and I say usually here, suggests that we might be looking at a wee cutty. Quite cool.
Yep. Well, I think we're about done in this little area. We've done amazingly well. We've found lots of tiny treasures. But I really want to get over there because I think there are lots more treasures over there.
Well, looking at all the stuff here, I reckon we should do what we did in the last hole and just start here and make our way forward, scanning the ground as we go. What do you think?
That's a great idea. I can already see a first find, and it's just over there.
So we can see what this is?
Yeah, it's household ammonia, and it's from Hoik. I think that's how you pronounce it.
That's how you pronounce it, yep, that's Hoik.
Okay, I'm going to take that. I wonder if that would make a really cool pendant. I know it's quite big. Oh!
Oh,
hey.
oh, this is really cool. Labels galore, folks. Now, I think I'm going to put this one in the shade so we can get a closer look at that, because there's lots of sort of like kind of writing on there about what they recommend you use cream for. I think simply you should just put eat it. Just eat it. There we go. Now you can probably read that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Is it Devonshire? I'm guessing that's Devonshire because it's got an N and then Shire. So it's not Yorkshire, right? Because it would have to have a K.
Yeah.
This is like spelling 101. Anyway, what does it say? Tarts. I think it says tarts.
Yeah.
Stewed fruits and what's that?
I don't know, just...
And C. I don't know what C is.
No.
Anyway, stewed fruits, something else, and to coffee, cocoa. It gives a richness. What's that?
Approachable?
Unapproachable. I
Oh,
don't know
right.
why it's unapproachable. how offensive was this cream in the past? The cool thing about this is basically serving suggestions that we have here. Now, anybody who's familiar with bottles of sauce and the like, particularly if they're a wee bit exotic, will know that there's still serving suggestions on things. This seems to be quite a list, doesn't it, for cream? I thought it'd have been obvious.
Yeah, and I can see that the font seems to be like very handwritten. It is a little bit bigger at the top, and then it goes really, really small. Honestly, it looks like somebody's actually written this by hand.
Yeah, somebody's ran out of spaces they've got down there. I think you could be right. This is half the size of this font there. I hope you can see that. I hope that's obvious.
That's so
Now, there's a wee bit... I don't know what this...
Stationer's Hall.
Yeah, Stationer's Hall. Now, I'm not sure what that is. That's very cool. Now we've got some directions on that as well. It's for, I'm guessing this is washing. Clothes, pewter, utensils, unless it means ute in that particular kind of American car, I believe. I don't think it's that. A teaspoonful of household bleach or ammonia, I'm guessing it says, and water produces wonders.
Those two labels are really, really cool. I absolutely love finding pottery with writing and animals on them. But I really want to look over there. There's so many bottles there.
Now we're going to take a wee look through this entire area. I'm seeing a lot of whole bottles. I'm seeing a lot of broken bottles and stuff as well. What are you kind of looking to find here?
Well, I'm really hoping to find just one more piece of pottery with either writing on it or just maybe a nice pictorial piece.
A nice piece of pictorial pottery.
Yeah.
Can I interest you maybe in a pipe bowl?
I can actually see a glass stopper.
You can?
Uh-huh.
Oh, is it anywhere near the pipe bowl? Can you see the pipe bowl? Oh, do you know what? I can see that now. Nicole just pointed to that. And it's just in here. Now, there is a nice wee bit of porcelain in there as well.
Yeah.
But it's the glass stopper. And it is intact. I thought when I first saw it here, I thought it was broken. I thought this edge was broken. Oh, it might be. No, it's not.
Oh, no,
that's
fine.
Looking
good, yeah.
Yeah. Now, the real question is, does it have anything written on the top of it there? So let's have a wee look.
It looks plain.
No, it looks like it had a paper
Label on it.
label on that. Oh, hang on.
Well, it might have been from Elliman's horse embrocation, so there might have been a label saying that. But now, once I wash it, it'll be nice and plain and seafoam.
Yeah. Embrocation. Good word, that. Now, it's not an embrocation, it's a bad habit. That's what it is, it's a bad habit. And that is the material evidence of a bad habit. It's a pipe bowl. Now let's see, again, you know, in an area like this, so we should say this area, like very many parts of Scotland, was basically a home of mining, and it's not surprising then that you'd see these cutties. So these flattened oval shapes again. You've got 2 wee stirrups there. Now what's this? There's a little circular object here, I can tell.
Oh.
It's, do you know what it is? It looks like it's, oh, does that have a number? No, it doesn't. Maybe you take a wee closer look at that. There's a wee hole in it. I thought at first that it might have been, you know these little tabs that you get inside bottle tops or bottle caps?
Yeah, like a seal.
That's it, yeah, I thought it was that, but look at it now. There is a little hole there at the top.
Okay, right.
Just right up here. So I guess that might have been attached to something. Well, you can whip that out and take a closer look at that. Well, you know, I think that's probably the best look that we're going to get at this little object. What do you reckon it might have been?
Well, at first I thought it might have been some sort of keyhole cover, but I think it's probably too small for that. There is no writing on it, and I don't think it's a piece of jewellery, so it's a bit of a mystery object.
Doesn't look like jewellery, does it? It looks
No.
like a little tag. But if it was a tag, I'd have expected some indication of what might have been attached to that.
Yeah, I mean, from material-wise, it could be bone just by kind of looking at it, but it's a really wild guess there.
Okay, well we'll take a closer look at that when we get back home and get it cleaned up. Let's have a look through that bottle. Now that's quite cool. But we can see that's cod bottle down there. It has most of the neck on it, so I'm just sweeping broken glass out of my way as I go down here. There we go. Now, here's the key question for this one, the killer question. Do you think it's got a marble in it?
Oh, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but I don't think so, because I can see it's just broken at the top. But, you know, let's try it.
Okay, let's have that out. We'll give that a wee shake. There's an interesting wee brown bottle here. I don't think we've seen one quite like that before. What do you reckon?
No, I don't think we have found something like that before. It has a really wide neck.
So that says Peptogenic. Is that Scenic or Genic? Maybe Genic, yeah, Peptogenic.
Okay.
It says there. Right.
Pepto is usually something for the stomach, like Pepto.
Yeah. Alright, so milk powder.
Oh.
Now I wonder, what do you reckon? Is it milk powder? Is this an infant feed? Is this the kind of thing that was responsible for killing lots of children? I don't know. Because it has peptogenic, or pepto whatever. As Nicole said, that's usually associated with gut health. So might this have been like a milk of magnesia product? Or might it have been, you know, infant food?
Oh, like melons, like the melons food.
Exactly that kind of thing. Now we know that lots of children were malnourished because of the rubbish that was in these kinds of things. So maybe it was that. Maybe it was an indigestion type thing. Who knows? Maybe we'll find out. Did you just find that wee figurine?
I did!
Very cute, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really lovely. It's missing its feet and its head, but it's really cute.
Yeah, it looks like the mafia have been at that one, I'm afraid. Okay, well we'll take a closer look at that in just a second.
Yeah.
Now, do you find anything else interesting over there?
I did. I found a pipe bowl, and it looks like it's a mermaid pipe bowl.
A mermaid?
Yeah.
Alright. Now this is interesting. I don't think we've ever seen a mermaid pipe bowl before. I see what you mean though. It's scaly, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got like fish scales on it, and that little foot that looks like a horse foot.
Yes, I'm guessing those aren't fish scales. I'm not sure exactly what they'd be though. Yeah. And that little hoof, or the little spur, that may have a maker's mark on it as well. That's quite cool.
Yeah.
Now I threw another one up at you. We'll take a wee look at that in a minute, or we'll at least get a photograph of it. This one looks like it was modelled to look like a natural object, because you see these stripes down here, and I wonder, I don't see any maker's mark there. I wonder if that was supposed to be feathers and it was maybe some kind of eagle motif or something, I don't know.
Kind of woodland, maybe it's like an acorn.
Yeah, it has that look about it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Now, you're looking for fancy pottery, right?
Yeah, I was.
Did you see that?
Oh, what is that? That lid-shaped thing there?
It's a very strange shaped object. Now, I'm going to try not to fall into this hole because the the edges are very, very slidey. I hope you can see that here, folks. What that is. It's a lot of dust coming up here as well. Okay, we're going to get out of this hole and try and find some fresh air. That's quite cool. Now, you reckoned it had a sort of kind of Christmassy look about it.
Yeah, it kind of looks like the holly and the ivy. So there's ivy on the right-hand side here, kind of growing up. At the right here.
It's on this side as well.
Oh, right, okay. So it's, yeah.
Oh, do you know what?
And that's a bow up on the top.
There's a bow up there, I think you're right.
Or maybe it's mistletoe?
This is really beautiful.
It is,
but
yeah.
I have no idea what it might be. Now there's that wee figurine. Now, do you reckon that's a frozen Charlie?
Yeah, I think it's a frozen Charlie. We've had a whole one before, and he has a very severe haircut. So
right.
It's kind of not a female haircut.
Yeah.
No, but I'm really happy with this one.
It's very cool. Very cute we find as well.
What a beautiful day and what amazing finds. Now let's take a look at our best finds of the day.
Now, it's an unusual bunch of finds today, but nonetheless I think they're very, very cool. We've not got a huge collection of bottles, but what we do have is some really cool stuff.
Yeah, and lots of tiny treasures, and I absolutely love tiny treasures. Now, we'll start on the left hand side there. There's a couple of vulcanite stoppers, a glass stopper, 3 marbles. We found 3 marbles in one day.
3, mind, no 2,
Yeah.
no 1, but 3.
Yeah.
3 marbles. Now they're very cool.
Yeah, and a couple of little stoneware bottles, an inkwell, that really lovely snow globe.
Yeah, whatever that is.
Yeah.
You know, I think I'm gonna look into the future using this glass. I'm gonna do it again, folks. I'm gonna do the same joke. Ooh, what can I see in the future? I can see a return to this dump. That's what I can see. I think that's pretty inevitable. No real surprise to anybody there. Okay, so very cool. This is a wee scrying glass stroke stopper stroke whatever it might be. Now there's a couple of objects in here that you didn't see us find. But before I mention any of those, I just want to say this is possibly one of our best ever wee finds, I think. It's such a cute wee find. I found something a little bit similar to this rather a long time ago. If it is in fact a little inkwell, I'm not entirely sure, but just finding these tiny little stoneware bottles like that, very, very cool. And they really are small. You can see with the size of this inkwell alongside it, or even my hand there. There's my thumb, you know, I mean it's about the same size as, or the same kind of length as my thumb there.
Thumbelina bottle.
Thumbelina, thumbelina. Anyway, okay, so yeah, some really cool stuff there.
Yeah, lots of clay pipes, that lovely wee doll cup. My favourite finds are definitely the 2 very large shards of pottery, the frozen Charlie of course, and that wee doll cup. So those are my absolute favourite finds.
Yeah, I think there's no real disagreement there, except for maybe this wee.
Yeah, that's
wee
a
thing
cutie.
there.
And
A couple of nice wee bottles up there as well. Now,
yeah.
You were going to say?
Yeah, there's this kind of mystery object, and we've put it here.
2 great minds. That's
Yeah.
what I was just about to talk about. What is it?
I have no idea. It kind of
What
looks
is
a
it?
bit like a musical instrument.
Do you know what it looks like to me?
No? A sputtle.
Well, it might have a kind of stirring function. I don't know. It kind of looks like a very, very small version of the kind of thing that you'd use to pat butter into shape. These butter paddles. But I don't think it is. I'm just going to swoop by the pipes. Anybody knows what that is, please do let us know. That is our best finds of the day.
We've had such an amazing day today and we found so many amazing treasures. Now my favourite find is that frozen Charlie, and I would love to know what your favourite find was in the comments. Now it only remains for me to say thank you so much for watching, liking and commenting. If you haven't subscribed yet, please take a minute to subscribe. An extra special thanks goes out to everybody who's been supporting the channel through Etsy and through your Ko-fi donations. That really makes a massive difference and it keeps the lights on. See you next week!